One more test from here.
Okay.
One last audio test. The mic's more pointed at me, so we'll probably have it more pointed at you because you talk a lot quieter.
Yeah.
I think it'll catch you up pretty good. Like, speak right now. I want to see what your levels are like.
Boyaka 619.
Oh, it's you raising your voice, so let's see if one without you.
Yeah. Boyaka 619.
It still almost goes all the way up, so...
Not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad at all.
I mean, it is a good mic, isn't it?
It's a good microphone, yeah, but it's not, like, good for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not built for this.
Not sure if your camera is either.
Oh, well, no, the camera isn't, but the camera is not, again, like, the camera doesn't matter. It's just picking up audio. Yeah. You like to insult my camera a lot lately.
It knows.
It's not a bad camera.
No.
It's not, like, one of the best, but that's because cameras are fucking expensive, dude. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, you buy a new gaming console for, like, $400 or maybe even $600 nowadays. But, like, a camera better than this one's gonna cost, like, $5,000.
Why is that?
What?
Why is camera so expensive?
Honestly, I don't know. You want to just... You know, we already tested a bunch of times, and our levels are looking fine. I guess we should just keep it going from here.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't sound like shit, because that would suck.
Yeah. You'd have to be the one who'd freak out about it.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, whatever.
I mean, yeah, that happened with our Undertale shit, though, and that was upsetting. I'm gonna, like, again, point the mic more towards you, so there'll be a little bit of noise right now. Like, it's not the best camera in the world. It was very good when I first got it, but, you know, time has changed since then, and... I mean, it can focus, at least.
Yeah.
It's got a depth of field. It has... It's not like... like, I do need to get a new camera. I don't know why cameras are so expensive. They just are. Normally, when you get, like, these really nice cameras, you have, like, a studio buying several of them. Not just a bunch of people. Like, not just, like, a single person buying them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our new podcast, everyone. I'm already on the Duckcast, but that is, very... I mean... I like that one, but not only is it it's me and Zach's show, but Zach's kind of the one who's like in charge of it. He uploads. We kind of go off of his schedule, over mine, which hasn't been like too difficult. Normally, when we both want to do one, we both can do one. But I guess like a big thing with that one is it's kind of just internet people I do it with. This one's gonna be like more me and my cast, and Zachary probably won't be on this one. Maybe like one day if there's like a specific topic I want to do with him that would work better here than a Duckcast.
Aren't Duckcasts usually Skype?
Yeah, Duckcasts are always Skype. It's a Skype show, and it's just kind of like us. We with that one we have like more specific topics. We sometimes just do whatever the fuck episodes, like where that's what I call them. That's of course not what Zach calls them. Zach is very clean with what he says.
Is he very pro-censorship or something?
Yeah, I mean, Across the Fourth Wall, episode 3, where he voiced the stick figure, I was able to get him to curse, and like that's like about like probably the worst he's ever been on a recording. I might have heard Zachary say fuck before.
Can we say what we want on this one?
Oh yeah, we can say what we want on the Duckcast too. Zachary just doesn't say it. I forget what the whole point of that was, like why I brought that up in the first place.
I don't know, you just get off track a lot of times.
I do that a lot, you are correct. So originally, I guess, this is going to be, like, more behind the scenes, not really behind the scenes, we'll still talk about stuff we talk about in the Duckcast, but I feel like we're not really going to go into this one with a topic ever, ever. Maybe we'll have something that we want to talk about, which we can make into a topic, but, we're not going to have one pre-planned before the podcast begins, because I kind of just like letting a conversation go, you know? I think that makes a more interesting podcast. That's why I like Weisenheimer so much.
I like that. That's kind of why I like Off Topic.
Yeah, that's probably... I just kind of realized that name. Probably is that like the whole point of the show?
Yeah, they just ramble on about some random shit.
Yeah, I like that. Sleepy Cabin does that too. Sleepy Cabin's the channel. I like that too, except like not a huge fan of every single person on that podcast. I'll talk probably more about that on Duckcast since Zachary actually knows about Sleepy Cabin though. I really like them, but there might be like a person on there that irritates me.
Who's in like Sleepy Cast?
Let's see. There's Oni G and Psychic Pebbles, Zach and Chris. There is Spaz Kid, aka Corey. There is trying to think of everyone in my head right now because some of them I'm very familiar with, some of them I'm not. There's Rice Pirate, who I can't remember his real name actually. There's Stamper. And Stamper, Stamper and Rice Pirate did the whole potato salad video. And that was really funny. With this first podcast, actually, we were supposed to have Nick in it, too. It was going to be like the original 3, but Nick is currently volunteering at a hospital, helping all the ill children, so he couldn't join us today.
Oh, he's not. He's playing Division.
Yeah. Yeah, he agreed to do it, and then decided no, I'm playing Division. So, yeah.
You did say he was addicted in the text message.
He openly said he was addicted. That was his words. But I wish Nick would have been here for the first one. I called Gage over and we just kind of like hung out for a few hours. And I was like saying, Nick's supposed to be here eventually. And when he gets here, we'll do it. But he never showed up. So it's just Michael. I mean, to be fair, this is technically the originals too. Because you showed up before Nick did.
Yeah.
Nick knew about it as long as you did. It just took longer for Nick to come over. Way back with Bemis 100.
And that time it was hard to wrangle him down to get him in front of the camera. Well, I'm sure he loved being in front of the camera. He just loved doing stupid shit in front of it.
Yeah, the old days. Let's talk about the old days.
Nick!
What was the first video you ever... besides, not YouTube stuff, because I actually forget. Do you remember the first time you were ever in a video with me?
It was some random film. I don't think we ever really uploaded it. We might have.
I'm not even talking about YouTube. I'm talking about before YouTube. Because I made videos since I was, I think, 9 or 10.
Well, I'm not sure if you ever uploaded it. I know, probably the first upload you ever did was something called Evil Child.
Yeah, there was actually 2 before it, but I took them down because they were just test videos. Mm-hmm. Evil Child was my very first, Oh, that's actually not true either. The first thing I ever made, and you might have been in it, was this sled thing. Where, my character wakes up and gets challenged to a, goat race down the hill. And I think you were the one who trained me or something. And it was, a 2-parter, and it was the first stuff I ever uploaded to YouTube. And I was watching over, and I really did not like it after it was posted, so I deleted it. And then the Evil Child was the next video I made.
Yeah.
I look back at some of those Bemis 100 skits, and honest to God, think the ideas are still kind of funny sometimes.
Just the execution was horrible.
It's not even so much the execution was always horrible. It pretty much always was. But there were some times where I feel like we actually did a decent job. It's just the cinematography, the editing, and the audio was so bad, so horrible, that it was unwatchable.
Yeah, your shitty flip camera.
Yeah, the flip, yeah, it was an awful camera for doing that kind of stuff. But it's just a little... As a gift to give to someone so they can go around and vlog shit or make videos. Even Smosh used the flip camera for a while, and they are not... I don't really think too highly of Smosh, but I will give them their production quality is good. Mm-hmm. And the flip did fine with their old... They did the mail time of Smosh when I was young and was still watching Smosh. They had a flip camera for that.
Huh.
But so the flip was good for being used as what it was advertised to be. Because it wasn't advertised as, make movies with it. It was advertised as film your friend doing moves on a skateboard, film your family on vacation. And it was good for that.
Didn't a company like Tank?
Yeah, it didn't go. They didn't last. Yeah. They were really popular for a while, though. Mm-hmm. There's been the evolution of the 5 cameras. The Tiger VCam, the 1G... What was it again? The second camera never worked well, so I never remembered it. It just was labeled as the black camera because it was a black camera.
Was that like the long, like ovalish one? Slender and then like rounded at the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
And then you also, I think the first one was your like that silver and orange one.
Yeah, that's the V cam.
Yeah, that thing sucked.
Well, yeah, but
was that the one Nick got wet? And you flipped out on him.
Nick didn't get it wet. I got it wet and I flipped out.
Yeah.
But the V cam is a toy. I got that thing when I was 9, I think, and that's when I started making videos. The third camera was the flip camera, which I went into the creek with it in my pocket, and it got water full in it, and I did freak out because, little Michael just broke his brand new camera right after getting it. But luckily the water dried out and it still worked fine.
You're usually supposed to store your electronics in rice, dried rice.
Yeah, and I didn't do that, which probably would have saved my old phone if I did.
Yeah. You take the battery out, maybe the SIM too, I'm not sure, but you just plop it in the a bag full of dried rice and it just soaks up all the water.
Yeah.
One time, a few months ago actually, I went into my pool with my my S4 in my pocket. I saved it. It was saved. We put it in the rice and it was fine.
Yeah.
One funny thing was after that, when I got it working again, for some reason when I tried to put in my headphones, it wouldn't work properly, or it just wouldn't click in. It would still kind of work, but it just wouldn't really go in all the way.
Yeah.
Now I kind of look inside and it was there's a fucking piece of rice in there. So I tried my best to get it out. I tried shaking my phone, patting it, slapping it.
Yeah.
Now I just resort to taking some long, sharp metal thing and just jabbing at the rice.
Get the fuck out of here, rice!
Yeah, once it started breaking apart, then it fell out.
Nice. With yeah. That was bad though. I always overreacted when I was younger, and I still do, but not nearly as bad as I was when I was younger. That's what led to shit happening with our crew.
Yeah.
I won't give names out right now, but anyone who's known me long enough knows that I did not get along with everyone I filmed with in the past.
Yeah. And some actors were better than others.
Really when it comes down to great acting, and no offense, we found that you could do dry humor and you could do it well. Tariq's really the only one who was ever that great.
Yeah.
And I know that's such a mean thing to say, especially when other people might be watching. People Greg and Joanne had their moments. They did some pretty good stuff. Nick and Fred were great for what they were, because they were very funny. They were just very silly characters that didn't really need a grade A performance. And acting for comedy is actually harder than acting for drama. But just because of the way our videos were, it was really just Fred and Nick being themselves.
Honestly, I think what matters is your for acting for drama and comedy is your personality archetype. Some people are more serious and they can be a little better drama, but if you throw them in a comedy, it kind of they have a really hard time trying to be funny, because them for being that serious guy.
Yeah, and the truth is, if a comedian can be funny, be a good funny actor, that comedian is very likely to be able to act in drama too.
Yeah.
It is without a doubt easier to be dramatic than it is to be funny. The reason I think it works so much, and it doesn't it working is really up for debate. I think it works, but I also know you guys, so of course I'm gonna laugh. That doesn't always mean I'm gonna laugh. I'll laugh more likely than someone else would.
Mm-hmm.
But with Nick and Fred, and really kind of you, except some of the stuff you say is darker than the stuff you really say, is you guys are kind of just being yourselves. It's barely acting when you guys are on screen. Nick has had to do Joel, and when Nick does Joel, he's getting better with it, but he's getting better with it when he starts acting more like Nick than the character I originally wrote.
Yeah.
And with, TJ is really good at acting. And I said, Greg and Joanne had their moments too. I'm not, trying to, completely take a shit on everyone who's ever helped me.
What about Adam? Can you take a shit on him?
Who?
Or wait, what was his name? Andy. Is it Andy?
Andy?
Ghostbuster guy.
Oh, Frankie?
Yeah, Frankie.
Frankie isn't an actor.
Yeah.
My dog's barking. God dang it, Kenzie! Frank,
You have a spoiled, rotten Westie.
no, I mean, like, the reason I'm trying to, like, say I'm not trying to shit on everyone was, one, because I'm not trying to shit on everyone, and two, I really appreciate people giving me their time like that. But, like, Frankie was never, like, he's not trying to be an actor. He's a friend of mine, so I asked him if he wanted to be in my movie, and he is. And that's how a lot of my stuff works. I mean, say what you want about that. There's great shows out there with horrible acting, and a good example of that is a show online called Ed's World, which I recently finished watching. I told you about it. Someone with and the voice acting in that show, near the end it was a little better, but they also had like new voice actors on it now, except for Matt and Thomas's character. But like Ed Gold, a fantastic human being. He will be missed, but he was a horrible voice actor, and he ran the show. He was the main character. Star Wars, for example, all of the acting in that is god awful. The new movie had better acting. I mean, I think my only problem with that, actually, going off topic real quick, because, I can't stay on a topic long.
Yeah. We don't really have a topic to begin with, but
Finn was a bit sitcom-ish to me.
He's the black guy, right?
Yeah. At time, you haven't seen it. That's right.
Okay, I don't care.
I'm not spoiling anything. I was just going to say, his acting's, like, it's not bad. I liked Finn. I know people who do not like Finn. I liked Finn, though.
China. They don't like Finn.
But with him, there was just times where it got a little too silly, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It, like, felt very Fresh Prince of Bel-Air-ish. With, going back to what I was talking about before.
This is the story all upon how my TIE fighter...
I forget what I was talking about. God damn it. What was
you were talking about, like some of our acting.
Well, I know about, like there's a specific thing I was saying.
Not to shit on it anymore.
Well, yeah.
And you were talking about, like, how our acting styles work with certain genres.
Everyone I bring over comes over with no script and no knowledge. And actually, I will say real quickly, recently a friend, you met him, Ian, came over. Mm-hmm. Ian was pretty good, too. But, like... And his video that we filmed with him it's like the final episode of Across the Fourth Wall, so it'll be a while. But with our cast, like, the people come over with no script, no knowledge of what they're gonna do, and they just it's just kind of a bunch of friends making videos together. That's always been what our videos have been. So when it comes to, like, acting, I'm not, again, like, I hope I don't actually make someone mad by saying that. Because I could imagine, like, Greg listening to this right now. Because Greg actually follows our content consistently. And thinking I'm calling him a shitty actor, which he's not trying to be an actor anymore. But I don't think... What
is he doing now?
I think he wants to sing, and I think he's going for, like, gospel. Which I wish him luck with, but with acting, all of that, like, it's, I never thought Greg was, like, really bad. I thought Greg was actually pretty good at times, but I think the only person who could do a lot of characters and could, like, really get into anything you threw at him is Tariq, and he just has the energy. He always practices. He's the reason he didn't come over. He was also going to come over today, and the only reason he didn't is because he's rehearsing for a play until 7 o'clock. So he has a lot of experience with it. No one else in our group really ever has. It's more of just been friends coming over and putting stuff together.
I hated theater class and, like, when I had to do it in, like, middle school.
Yeah, I hated it too. And that teacher of ours, we won't, let's just let that be an inside joke for anyone watching. Will know. Probably not the thing we should discuss on this show. Back to our old videos, though. So, what were you saying was the one that you thought you were in? I'm sorry, I think I cut you off, like, a while ago.
I forget what it was. Something about going in the woods, fight a monster, but you slipped on something, got, like, seriously injured. You woke up on the couch. I know I swore a lot, because, as a child, swearing's funny.
Well, we made that video. But I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Forest Idiots.
Yeah.
Which we did upload and then we took down. We we made the entire first season in a day. No, 2 days. And we were making up episodes on the spot. It was bad.
Yeah.
We made, I think, a 15-episode season in the time span of 2 days. With Michael Help Wanted, we made episodes quickly. We made the first 5 in 1 day. But at least with that, we kind of already had the ideas for all 5 of the episodes planned out. We didn't make them up on the spot. And we only did 5, not 15. But, and they were also really short. The Forest Idiot episodes were pretty long. We made the video, though, where,
I heard your doorbell.
Yeah, I did too, but Amanda's up there. Where Michael wants to go find an animal and kill it for no reason. And then, I almost die because I slipped on something and then I wake up on the couch.
Yeah.
That video was made. I think it was just titled The Animal, or Animal. I don't fucking know. It's one of our worst videos.
Yeah. I know I gave no shits about it.
What?
And I probably gave no shits about it.
I don't know. With, I think the first YouTube video that you were in, besides the ones I deleted, was maybe Video Games of the Decade.
I'm not sure. I know one thing for sure, I know our acting as children probably wasn't as bad as, the voice acting, the first Resident Evil games. Oh, Beery.
I haven't seen it. I played those, but...
they were fucking awful. The dialogue between the guy bleeding to death after getting mauled by, I think, a zombie dog or something. He's like, ouch.
Ow!
Ouch. I'm dying.
I'm bleeding. I'm a guy from Resident Evil. I bleed.
And then, I think your character for playing as, I think her name is Jill. You can pick between 2 characters, Jill or Chris. Jill's special ability is lockpicking. Chris's special ability is not dying as fast as Jill. So, yeah, just don't die as fast.
Yeah.
You find some random blood on the floor, he's like, I hope this isn't Chris's blood. Beery.
You know what I think Nick's first video was, which is honestly kind of a shame that this is the first one he was in? A Walk in the Neighborhood. You know what you remember, so you laughed, so you remember that one.
Yeah, it's when me, you, and Brendan Ward were walking his dog.
Yeah, I think David and Reed were there too.
Yeah.
I remember oh wow. Something's going on up there.
Shit's going down, man. Shit's going down.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember really wanting Reed to be in the videos. Because I don't know, I just honestly liked the way he I don't know, he wasn't an actor either, but I really liked his performance in the videos. I thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I really wanted to be in it. And I think he is one of the people that I actually annoyed with asking to be in videos because I would message him commonly. And he never showed an interest in doing it. He just agreed to do it once and was like, okay, I don't want to keep doing these. With Brendan and David, they were immediately interested. And so were Brent and Fred, and those are the people who lasted longer.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you remember Brendan Mullaney or Texas.
I feel like I've remembered a little bit about them.
But
I'm really good at forgetting people.
But Mullaney and Texas, and his real name was Brandon Mergoli, but
Those are Nick's friends, weren't they?
Yeah. They were people I kind of tried to bring into it, and as a result, did not show up in a lot of videos. So it was always the people who actually showed an interest, to my surprise, who ended up being involved longer. David, who will never appear again. I am I have said that so many times in the past. I am confident he will never be in a video again. Mm-hmm. Not that I wouldn't let him, but I would just be very weirded out if he wanted to. But David was probably the most on and off person that we had in our group.
Yeah.
Like, he was there for part of 2010, then he wasn't. Then for 2011, he was part of the group for a little bit, then he wasn't. And I think he even made I think his final appearance was in the Bemis 100 movie as one of the soldiers.
Yeah, when we were doing, like, our airsoft.
Yeah, and he, like, wasn't even in it. Like, that was, like, Nick, he wasn't even in it by choice, because that was Nick, telling me to film their airsoft game for this war scene. And, which is a really bad way to do a war scene, but whatever, this is the Bemis 100 days where we didn't know how to do shit.
Yeah.
But we did this war scene, and and this is a funny story, Nick decided not to tell people that I was going to be there. As a result, people wanted to shoot at me. Because, like, they said, what the fuck, there's a guy filming us, and he was like, who is this asshole? And they're like, why wouldn't Nick tell them that I was going to be there? He planned this, like, a week and ahead. He had a whole week to tell people I'd be filming it. He told me it was all good. It's also how I met Tizzetto, by the way.
Oh, yeah, Jack.
Yeah, Jack, who was we just hung out with 2 days ago, I think.
Yeah, he was here with his girlfriend.
Yeah, me and him hung out. Us three hung out a little bit after you and Fred left.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's why I met Tizzetto, and Tizzetto was another person who just, like, simply showed an interest in what I was doing. Like, that's always I think that's really always how it is going to work. That sounds so obvious now that I say it out loud. But yeah, Nick decided not to tell people I was going to be filming that war scene and I got shot at. And I'm glad the camera didn't get messed up. But that was when I was using the JVC, because I never finished talking about the 5 evolutions of cameras.
Oh, yeah.
JVC and then Canon X810. I'm not going to go in a big description for all of them.
Is Canon the one you're using now?
Yeah, and I actually know the model number because I pay more attention. Excuse me. Pay more attention now. Holy shit.
Is that tuna coming back for you?
That wasn't tuna.
I mean, salmon?
Yeah. Oh god, that like fucked my voice for a second. I got 2 notifications. I'm gonna check them real quick. Oh, Max Johnson.
Who's that?
The person who posted the picture of the plane in the sea. The picture, I think that's Chris Pratt from Parks and Rec.
I don't think I ever saw that show.
What the picture was, did you know that there are more planes in the sea than there are submarines in the sky? I immediately retaliated by going on Google and looking up a picture of a submarine in the sky, and I was not disappointed. I was not even remotely disappointed in. Alright, so yeah.
What else do we talk about?
Well, I was actually about to say, this podcast has been nice. I've been enjoying doing it with you, and it has put me in a better mood, and it made me forget about what was making me upset before, but now I've remembered what made me upset.
Your laptop?
No, my laptop always pisses me off, but that's not a big problem. That's a matter of getting someone to look at it and fix it for me. And clear my history before I hand it over.
Porn.
What?
Tons of porn?
No, that's not why I would make that joke. Anywho. No, it's the whole my dad breaking his ankle thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was just informed today that my dad may have broke his ankle, and I'm not proud to admit this, but I don't drive yet. I have a permit, and I'm taking my test in a month because I failed my test the first time. But if he can't drive, because me and him are sharing a car because I'm only a permitted driver, I'm not going to be able to get anywhere.
If he broke his right ankle.
If he broke his left ankle, he can probably still drive. I don't know if like you can still drive a car for broken ankles. Like, is it against the law or?
I have no idea. I don't know any of the U.S. laws. They don't teach you that in high school, which I feel like they should.
There's a lot of stuff they should teach you in high school
that they just don't.
I'll give Nazareth High School some props. I mean, there are things that you can say about Nazareth High School that are negative, but it's a lot better than the other high schools.
Yeah. I know Bangor's bad.
I've just heard everyone else complain about the other high schools and say, like, Nazareth is the snobby rich kid school. Which is funny thinking about it, but...
We're, like, lower middle class at best.
I mean, I know you like to insult the houses, like, around our area, but they're nice compared to going into fucking Allentown or Easton.
Yeah. fucking paper mache walls.
It's funny that you say that, because I was just watching the video called Shenanigans in Greg's Car earlier today, where you made that exact same joke.
Yeah.
Let me actually, look, I wanted to show you something from that video real quick, because it makes me laugh my fucking ass off. I'm sure you've already seen this before. Because I normally force my videos down your throat, but,
Yeah, I can retaliate.
something smells bad. Smells like someone ripped ass. Did you rip ass?
No.
Do you smell it?
Not really. Then again, my sense of smell is not as good as my hearing. Like, I can hear things real well, even when I'm using like my Turtle Beach headsets when I'm playing Xbox.
Yeah.
That's right, world. I play an Xbox. Fuck with me.
Hold on. Where is it? Greg's freaking music.
Greg's super racist music.
Yeah.
Was that the insulting to Asian people one, or
What?
was that the racist towards Asians, or was that the
I
racist
think
toward black people?
I think it was racist towards Asians. Now that when I think about it,
Yeah.
but let me This is what makes me laugh. It's exactly this part. You ask something, and then the song responds to you, and it's like completely unintentional how it's worked out, but it's one of the most perfect things that could have ever happened.
So I'm guessing that hurt like a bitch.
I love that so much.
It'd be kind of funny if you could just edit that in the video.
Yeah, probably, because I probably will have to make a video for this. Yeah.
For those of you who didn't fully hear it, I don't remember the context of the conversation, but at one point in the video I said, "I bet that hurt like a bitch," and the song goes, "Yes!"
That's funny. I love that.
Yeah.
I want to do more vlog stuff like that. I kind of am right now. You want to hear something else that kind of sucks about today?
What?
There's been a couple of things, and I felt today was generally going well until just a few things happened that kind of made it shit. I'm not like a really downer person. I normally have good days. Like this morning I woke up feeling very motivated. I'm up, like I've got several video related things done. I'm finally uploading the fucking Undertale Let's Play as we speak right now. I'm looking at it, and it's 43 minutes away from being up. But something that happened this morning that honestly put me in a very upsetting mood because of how bad this is I weigh 301 pounds.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I'm now doing another vlog thing where I'm going to start trying to do the weight loss thing again. Because basically the way I opened it up is I said I weighed 296 pounds in 2014. And over the summer, I made it down to 258. And that's very good. And then over the course of 2 years, I've gotten 1.5. Not 2 whole years, 1.5. I've managed to get back to all the way up to 301.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm a big guy. I'm allowed to have like a little bit of extra weight on me. You've went to NAC for a while. You've seen chubbier people than me. But I'm still in a position where if I don't change something, like I'm still healthy enough to do stuff. Like I'm still like nothing has screwed me up too badly right now. My biggest problem is I lose my breath very easily. But I normally I'm normally feeling pretty fine every day. But I feel like now I gotta change it, because if I get older and I'm still this heavy, then it's gonna start to have a really bad effect on me. And now I'm young and can still change it. When I get older, it's gonna be a lot fucking harder. I also just don't want to be a fat ass my whole life. Yeah. When I was really young,
Also,
I wasn't fat.
One thing you don't really want to do is you don't want to pack up too much muscle either, because fat and muscle, when you get old, will just turn into loose, saggy, hanging skin.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like when you're old, it's already gonna suck though. Yeah. I mean,
if you do end up muscly, you do have to keep that build. Otherwise, it will just It will look horrible.
The idea of getting old doesn't horrify me too much because I know old people who are happy.
I've known and I've been to Graysdale, so I know old people are fucking bitter.
Yeah.
Well, if you go on like Tower 8, there's usually just like a bunch of like old. It's that floor is just old guys, and they get along very well. They're usually like. Sometimes they yell like, "Cause he's an asshole."
I could not imagine living in a nursing home.
Yeah.
It just sounds. It's just like it feels like you don't have control over your life anymore. I don't know. I mean, I understand like it's meant to help people, but
and it's all because your children dumped you there.
Yeah.
Did you know in China it is actually against the law to abandon your parents?
Yeah, you told me about this. You want to tell the audience about it?
Yeah, apparently in the country of China, communists, you are not you are not allowed to abandon your grandparents in or your parents in a nursing home. You are required by law to visit them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will be fined.
Yeah.
I don't think you make too much money to withstand a few fines anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. Life throws a lot of shit at you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of shit was thrown at me today, but I guess I shouldn't whine about it. Like, I have a good life. It's just, it's a big inconvenience what happened today.
Yeah.
And like, I guess I sounded very selfish when I put it that way. Like, my dad broke his ankle. He's probably in pain, and I'm like complaining about not being able to get around.
Well, you need to go to work, and you can't. You can't make money, and if you can't make money, your life is fucked.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still living at home, so I wouldn't be completely fucked. My plan is...
But you are paying your college.
I am paying for my college, so I would have... I wouldn't even be able to go to college.
Not... Yeah. But the fact that you may be at home still, but you're paying for your own college, it's like... You're not a total scumbag.
Well, I don't think you're a total scumbag if you have your parents pay for your college. My parents said they would have if they could have, but they just can't. And I think that's fine. I have a job and I'm paid very well, so I'm able to pay for my own college. So, why not? Why not? I don't have... It does mean I don't have money to spend on whatever I want. Like, every single time I pay for my college, I'm completely broke. But, I was just going to spend that money on shit anyway, like the fucking prop room. I really want to find use for those props, because besides across the fourth wall, what are they doing in there? That is like over $1,000 worth of stuff I bought for videos that I'm not fucking using. That's just like God. The best thing that prop room has done for anyone is it's been slightly amusing for guests.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I called my brother, asked how my dad was doing. I've tried to check in on them. They're still at the emergency room. I'm not, like, trying to sound like a brat or, like, a spoiled little brat when I say, why did my dad have to injure himself? Now I can't get anywhere. No, it's just, I know I should have my own fucking license, my own fucking car by now. I'm 20. But, that's something that me and you can relate with, though.
Yeah.
But with,
it could be worse. It could be like my brother.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he doesn't have a car. I don't think he currently has a job. But he does have a child.
Uncle Gage.
Yeah. Him and his mom aren't together. Like,
yeah, I know.
I guess they occasionally try, but it just doesn't really work that well.
Yeah, life's rough, man.
Yeah.
I mean, his kid is lucky though because he has you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting personal on the show.
Wasn't it just supposed to be a show to shoot the shit?
Yeah, but I'm happy with this. It's a nice conversation. What you gonna send me? Oh yeah, show me a nice little picture of him.
Yep, that's Reese.
Reese. And that's your house, right?
Yeah.
House looks a little different. I mean, I'm not over often, but...
Reese.
invite us over again, Gage. This I'm sure during the summer we're gonna be over. Me, you, and Brent.
Yeah, coming over to my pool.
Yeah.
Assholes.
I would come over if you invited me over, man.
Yeah.
We use you for your pool, but we would just come over to hang out with you if you'd invite us over.
I think Brent does like my dogs too, though.
I like your dogs too, and I don't actually like dislike Gunner, but to be fair, I'm only there for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Now we're just saying stuff that no one's gonna get out of context.
Yeah.
Um,
Gunner is my oldest dog. He's bastard. Well, have you ever had that dog who just whines and whines when he doesn't get his way? He's usually just... Sometimes he's like pushing his ass against you, going... And you know he's nearing the end of his life, so you can't really hit him that hard.
yeah. Oh, God. Maybe Andrew can give him a chocolate bar. Did you make it to that part of the episode?
Yeah.
I know you didn't watch the whole thing, but what was I saying before? Like, that's such a big problem of mine. I always lose my train of thought, and I always forget shit I said, like, because we changed the topic so quickly before I'm done saying everything I want to say about that topic.
Mostly it's just you changing the topic on yourself.
You're fucking right. That time it was you.
Yeah. You are your worst enemy in your own conversations.
Yeah, can you, like, refresh my mind on what we were saying before? We were saying, like, how it was getting, like, personal. Oh, yeah, I was talking about my dad, and I was talking about the whole car thing.
Yeah.
I don't, like, going way back now, actually, I don't think it's, like, a bad thing to have your parents pay for your college, though. Like, did your parents pay for your college when you went?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's anything to be ashamed of.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should be ashamed if you're done with college and you're just sitting around and not doing anything. If you have a reason to be home, then that's an exception. Or if you if you're still trying to figure out exactly what you want to do, it's fine. But I mean, let me take it back. I don't think it's pathetic if you don't leave home right after college. I think you have to at least put some sort of effort, though, into what you're gonna do with the rest of your life. Because then you have, like, fucking Christian, who's, I don't know, he was 27 in the one thing I watch him in. Like, the one thing I listen to, which is this big phone call I won't go into. But there's, like, this one recorded phone call of Christian, who you know Christian is, right?
I think so.
Like, the biggest man-child on the internet.
Yeah.
The one who created Sonic Joe. There's, like, a big phone call where he's 27 years old, doesn't have a job, lives with his parents, and, like, isn't even making an effort to do anything with his life. That's where I think it goes too far. I don't think you're a piece of shit if you have your parents, your parents can afford to pay for your college, and they do. But I think if you can pay for your college and you can, like, help your parents out in that way, like, it's not a bad thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not cheap to get an education in this country.
Yeah. I mean, and, you know, I know people keep saying college should be free, and honest to God, I think everything is more complicated than everyone likes to consider.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really look into it too much, so I can't give my 6 cents on what I think about that. People saying college should be free. But things can't just be free.
And I think in Europe, college is free, but you are paying for your own books.
Yeah.
You do have to pay for stuff.
The problem with, like, Northampton, and I know it's not just Northampton, is those book prices are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. And you only need them for, like, what? How often?
Often not at all, dude. I have one book I needed this semester. I did not get my journalism book. I was kept being told I need it, but no, you don't need it. You don't fucking need it. I didn't get the book for a class that I dropped, and thank God I didn't. I got my book for Intro to Film, and that is the one class I can say the book is actually necessary. That is one of the only classes I've ever taken in there that I think where the book was actually necessary. Script writing was also necessary, but that was only because of like 2 assignments.
Yeah.
That I could have easily just borrowed someone else's book for, because I had friends in that class who would probably let me look at their book. I could just like take a picture of the page I needed and then...
Yeah. Renting the books is so much better than buying a book.
But it's still expensive.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's more expensive than it needs to be.
Yeah. I had to borrow $100, and this is like another thing I'm not proud to admit, but I did. To be fair, the person was paid back for my next paycheck. I had to borrow $100 from my dad to pay for, and he didn't have a problem with that, of course, because I didn't have enough money to pay my monthly tuition. I had to have $400 and I had $300 at the time. Because I have other stuff I had to take care of. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have enough money to pay for my monthly payment, and the way they have it set is like they don't like you even a day late, and if you can't pay on the day that it's due, then you just can't do the monthly payment and you're fucked.
Yeah.
If you later in the year. If you can't pay the fee on time for each month, they'll just add a late fee to it. Oh God. But I had to borrow $100 from my dad to pay for my first month there, and I paid him back right away. So it's not like I still owe him money. I still have one more payment left, and I don't know if I'm going to have enough money on dime, actually. I'm probably going to get another late fee. Depression.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good shit going on for me right now, though. Like, the fact that despite it being a pain in the ass to pay for, college is great. Mm-hmm. Work is good. I hope I can keep getting there. Because I like my job a lot. The good thing about Tour Cup is, I will say this right now, the people I work with, work for, are very reasonable and have always been very accepting of my schedule. Like, I've had to take, my schedule's flexible, I'm only part-time there, and they basically let me take off whenever I need to. They've always been very good oh God, someone's running the faucet. We should not, I was saying we shouldn't record in the basement to Gage. We spent 30 minutes trying to think of a better place to record.
And then you were like, fuck it, we're doing it in the basement.
Because everywhere else was almost worse. At least in the basement we have comfortable seats.
Yeah.
Comfortable-ish. But,
your room smells.
My room smells.
The only room that had decent audio would have been a closet.
Yeah.
That led to the attic, which had terrible echo.
Yeah. I need to, actually get the proper stuff to record a podcast. And the only reason I'm not right now is, and I'm, just to be honest, is I'm sure nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe some people are. I could imagine friends watching. But I couldn't imagine some random person taking interest in this podcast.
Yeah. I'm sure, in my friends, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be Joanne, Brent, Jack, people like them.
Yeah.
It might be Nick. I fucking won't. I don't watch any of our shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's I don't have to watch it. I lived it.
With the podcasts, I will not watch it after I release it. Maybe a year later they'll all download it and say, okay, me and Gage had this big conversation a year ago. Let's listen to what it is. Because I actually find that to be kind of fascinating sometimes. Go back and listen to yourself talk a long time ago. What did I say? I think when I'm older, I'll really appreciate this shit.
Yeah.
If I live to that age, because again, I weigh 301 pounds. With, changing the topic, going back to the topic again. God dang this show. With
God damn this first episode.
Yeah, with this
of this show that might not continue. Who fucking knows?
I'll probably continue it. I enjoy doing this. I'm having fun.
Is it always going to be me and you, or are there going to be other people?
It'll probably be whoever I can get on. It's going to be... I could imagine many times we're not even going to plan it. I'm just going to be like, hey, you want to do a podcast? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's do one. But I'm actually happy I got to do this first one with you. I feel like we had a good chat going.
Yeah.
But
It's
with,
too bad Nicholas ain't here.
like, maybe it's better that way, though. Maybe I can do one solo with Nick, and then eventually we can have the three amigos or something like that. Like,
Or Jimmy Neutron. The three Megops.
I think it's always going to be best when it's just two people. Because when you have too many people on a podcast, it can get irritating quickly.
Yeah.
I think
in today's episode of Off Topic, it had Michael Jones, his wife Lindsay Jones, Ryan was there for a brief moment, Jack was there, Gavin was there, and then you had a friend of theirs named Malik, and then you had Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps.
Yeah, and that's cool.
That's like 7 people.
Yeah.
And they were basically playing musical chairs because they didn't have enough chairs, and they also ran out of beer. Which is basically
The first time that's ever happened.
No, not the first time, but like they've had problems where like the keg was like empty and they need more beer.
Yeah.
But
Do they ever actually like legitimately get drunk on the show, or
they get buzzed usually. Like I'm pretty sure the only one who actually would get drunk would be Jeff, because he would probably be the one drinking whiskey or something.
Yeah.
They're all drinking beer.
Yeah, you can get drunk off beer.
Yeah. But they're not drinking that much.
They're like drinking like 2 beers for the show.
2 or 3, like that much.
3 is enough for me to get buzzed.
Or Ryan with like 2 or 3 Diet Cokes, because Ryan doesn't drink beer at all.
With I'm gonna like real quickly just finish like what I was saying about Tour Cup. Is like, again, they're very reasonable. I think I already said it, but just in case, like they're very
reasonable, flexible, because you're part time.
Yeah. And I would probably be okay. Like, even if I needed to take, I don't know, I don't want to, like, get too cocky here, but even if I needed to take, like, a month away from it, like, say something bad came up, like, give me a month and I can come back, and, like, I think that they'd probably accept that. And the biggest reason is I'm paid by the hour, so it's not like they're paying me while I'm gone. Mm-hmm. But, like, yeah. What the fuck are we going to name the show? Dirt Devil.
Those of you not knowing what the fuck Michael is talking about, he's pointing to his vacuum cleaner, which is a Dirt Devil.
Deluxe.
Doesn't look like deluxe.
Heads up. Axis and Allies.
Now he's just naming board games he has lying around in the basement.
Scott's Man Cave. Actually, not Scott's, but Man Cave wouldn't be too bad. Blank Man Cave. Or Mancast.
But we'd have Nick here, and he's not really...
Mancast.
But we'd have Nick here, and he's not really a man.
I'd also like to have Brett and Joanne on. And neither of them are, so...
Or Fred.
We're just insulting everyone we know right now.
Let's see,
Mancast. Mancast!
Oh, I can see the golden douche from your douchecast.
Douchecast. Golden cast.
Well, actually, no, we're not the Weisenheimers. Never mind.
You haven't watched Weisenheimers, you poser.
Just kidding. I don't think either of them are douches.
Fuck Weisenheimers because they picked like the best name for a podcast ever.
Weisenheimer?
Yeah, Weisenheimer. Like, it doesn't have to be that creative a name. Like, I love Sleepycast, but Sleepycast isn't a very good name.
Nor is Off Topic.
Off Topic works.
Yeah, it works.
Sleepycast is just kind of weird because they're not really sleepy. They're pretty alive in their podcasts.
There was like a Rooster Teeth podcast for a while where it was them, but they were drunk.
I'm sure there's a reason it's called Sleepycast, actually.
It was called the Drunk Tank.
Drunk Tank. That's not a bad name either. I don't know. I'm very bad at naming shit. I normally can think of something. I'm actually pretty proud of the film names I've come up with in the past. But normally it takes me a while to think of it.
Clorox wipes.
Clorox cast.
Now we get sued.
It doesn't even need to have the word cast in it. We're not making money, so we probably wouldn't get sued. We could get the Mr. Clean podcast.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Oh no, he's coming. He raises your cleanliness to beyond imaginable levels. Run, skedaddle. I don't know, just run. I don't even know what happened. I didn't even take part in it.
Oh, okay, now
That
I know
just
your
happened.
reference then.
It was cool though.
Oh, shit. There is yelling going on upstairs. Yeah, I'm recording this in my parents' basement. This is like the biggest stereotype of like a nerd there is. Except I'm not a nerd, I'm super...
And you're not a weeaboo.
I'm not a weeaboo, because I'm not even that into anime to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't see anime as its own thing. It's a show. I like watching it as I like watching Breaking Bad. I don't like something because it's ooh wow fucking really. I'm gonna try to talk over it because they're yelling right now and I don't know why. And this isn't parents yelling, by the way. There's no domestic abuse. This is just two children arguing right now, but it's still very loud. It's still very loud.
Let's see, what else can we name?
I think it stopped, so that's nice. Other names. This would be a good way to end it. I mean, we're getting pretty close to, I'd say, the end. I think
Bemis 200 Talk Show.
as egotistical as it is, I almost considered calling it the Bemis Cast at one point.
Yeah.
Because really that's what all the channels have been named. Bemis 100, Bemis and Company.
Yeah.
Bemis and Company, I think, is a good name. Bemis 100 was an accident. Do you know that?
Probably.
I thought I was making just a name to log in with. I didn't know that was gonna be my account name, but then I just kind of said, that's the name now.
I think you can change your display name.
You can. I don't know if you could back then when I joined in 2010. Maybe you could have, but either way, I had that name so long. I was just like Bemis 100's who I am now. I'm glad it was 100. I mean, not like 287.
If you were to change your gamer tag on Xbox, that's like $10.
That's a little stupid. But anything, I mean, why? Why? It's not even like $10 is that much, but why? It's fucking stupid.
I mean, I think your first name change is free, but then I think you have to pay. I think it's like, because people have to like find you by your game tag sometimes. And sometimes it gets a little tricky.
Oh, shit. I forgot Better Call Saul comes on tonight. I forgot all about that. Yay, I got someone to watch tonight.
Oh, he's one of those devil things. What does it say?
I don't know. Let's read it.
Welcome to hell. Pizza? Oops, forgot to mention. It's hot enough to melt your mouth off. Dude. Dude, stop.
He's eating the pizza and his face is melting off. Them relatable posts. Just gotta love them, right?
Yeah. My dying wish is to have a Shrek headstone so that he is always protecting my swamp.
I normally think the Shrek jokes are getting old, but that one was funny. Protecting my swamp. Okay. Austin, my friend, you post some funny stuff sometimes, but you're also the most guilty of posting the stupidest shit ever. Pretty forgetful. I even forgot why I'm here. I am forgetful, though, because we've changed the topic so many times, and I forget what we're talking about. You're actually going legit mustache now. Normally it's just the beard, but you got the mustache going, too.
My neared. Neck beard.
Neck beards, like, I don't know. I think it works on you, and I don't know why. It looks fine on you.
My parents kind of say it looks like an Amish beard.
God, they're doing a lot of shit up there now.
But like an Amish... I don't think Amish people can grow their beard until they're married.
What the fuck are they doing? That's, like, really loud.
Is that like a bathtub or something?
I don't think so, because I don't think anyone in this house takes a bath anymore. This is what we get for recording in the basement. If people actually watch this, though, here's the deal. You guys watch it, and... Oh, I got a message from Christian Childs. We'll look at that in just a second. Oh, my
It looks
phone.
like random household appliances.
Well, hold on. Maybe there's a reason. But if why are you scrolling? I'm 14. I don't know what Real Hoarder is starter pack. Those starter pack pictures are kind of irritating. I don't like them.
Yeah.
Because everyone, the person who posted this, by the way, was posting positive things about Five Nights at Freddy's when it first came out.
A lot of people see that as the death of gaming.
That's stupid because it's not, and everyone liked it when it first came out, but then it got it got really popular. But like, you still saw what other people saw in it when it came out.
Yeah. Like
Just because a lot of people saw money opportunities in it and decided to cash out on it doesn't mean that you didn't like it. Right? I don't like fucking Five Nights at Freddy's anymore either. But I think it got old. But
I think its fan base is too bloated.
I think the fan base has basically died down entirely now.
Let's see. I see Slender. That's blown over. It's done. It's
Yeah,
dead.
I mean Slender. I think Slender never got too carried away though.
Well, there was 2 girls who stabbed their friend to summon Slender.
Okay, that's more of just being a crazy person than being part of a fandom. That's going to be going on for the rest of this podcast, so we'll end it soon.
Jeff the Killer, that's not even gaming. It's just some stupid ass creepypasta.
Yeah.
And
The other stuff's
FNAF.
gothic clothes. FNAF. I think every single one of those things.
Which
the
for a
person who
horror game
posted
is
it-
pretty meh. Oh, look, brightly colored birds.
That's amazing. What? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's how they did it. Okay. Well, I said that's pretty sweet, but then I found out what they did.
I don't think the color actually hurts the birds. Maybe the process would. What is happening to Lanky there?
I don't know, man.
Is that his name, Lanky Kong?
Yeah. Anybody want to do whatever today?
Do what?
Whatever.
I don't fucking know.
Let's look at this.
What is that supposed to be?
I'm not sure what that is.
Is it a projector?
It might be a projector, yeah. Oh, these are old cameras. That's why Curtains is sending me these. That's cool. It's cool that he's thinking about me. God, I really wish this wasn't happening right now. What a horrible way to go out. Let me...
That bitch is stealing all the M&Ms from the cake.
She is stealing all the M&Ms from the cake.
Not the top part, but all the sides.
Well, they're constantly changing, so what can they do? Like,
It's basically rewarding her for her being a bad person.
I'm not gonna buy M&Ms anymore. Boycott M&M. Boycott M&M.
Skittles are better.
Oh, yeah, but that's like comparing an apple to a chocolate bar.
I don't really like chocolate.
Oh, I mean, actually, not really. Like, because M&M's taste like chocolate, but Skittles don't taste like fruit.
Artificially.
Do you have any name ideas?
Just that. Maybe that could be the episode name.
Maybe it could be just titled, the shit podcast could be just titled, that's it.
Fuck it.
Episode 1. Episode 2. The movie.
Why not? Or how about just, it's called Because Why Not?
Why not?
Yeah, because why not? Because science isn't about why, it's about why not.
Why not? Maybe Train of Thought would be a good one.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? Hey, why not? Why not?
Well, it probably wouldn't be train of thought because yours gets derailed constantly.
Derailed. That's great. That'd be a great name.
Derailed, yeah.
Derailed. I actually like that.
So welcome to the first episode of Derailed. Go fuck yourself.
Is that what we're doing it? Is that what we're called?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Derailed!
Today is Doodle for Google, my Afrocentric life by Akeisha Johnson, Washington, D.C. Meh. Meh. Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh. I don't think they ever went that hardcore with it, Michael.
This has been DeRailed episode 1.
Yay! We're sticking to the name.